I just want to do a tracer here just to learn the system a little bit better and also to show some things that I see quite regularly. So I'm just going to go on a Google search. Let me search up here. Tracert, right? Just put it in there and it's going to find, of course, all kinds of different things. This explains it, but this is where I went here. I went to this site right here. So I go to Tracert, Visual Trace Route, and it gives you a map. Just forget it right now. You can play with that if you want. But here's the map, and here's the remote address. And what I'm going to put down here is whitehouse.gov. And I'm going to hit the proxy trace, and you see it's going through its analysis and stuff. And look at where it's going. It's bouncing around the states here and ending up in Switzerland. But look at, there's number 13, alchemytechnologies.com, and it's not showing up on the map. We'll learn about that later. But if I zoom in here, with my wheel on my mouse, I want to follow this route, right? Oh, there's 3. Where is this? Nebraska. That's interesting. Where's number 1? Let's zoom in on this a little bit. Like real close. Kind of strange it's not showing that, but basically if I go up here I see directpc.com. That should be in I think Oklahoma. That's where my satellite servers are. Number 3 is lakemac.net. Basically these are just places where it finds the shortest route to the next available server that will take the ping. And if I zoom out here, where does it go? Goes down to Denver. Now, why in the world would it go to Denver? And then, it bounces around there, the server's close, and now look what happens. If I look at the United States, the next place it goes is not Washington, D.C., where you would think it would be. Where is Washington, D.C.? It's down here someplace. Yeah, see Washington, right? Yeah, it's whitehouse.gov, and it's not hosted in Washington. But look where it goes. A lot of traces go to 12. Telia.net. Now, where's that? Switzerland. Switzerland. It always goes to Switzerland. Number 12, Telia.net. Now, this one here doesn't show up. So let's go see where this one goes. Copy. Paste. Proxy trace. And it says invalid remote address. Switzerland, invalid remote address. So I want to go to here. Who is Alchemet? And I end up with basically Alchemet Technologies, Wikipedia and Encyclopedia. But look at some of these things down here. I'm inclined to add Alchemy Technologies to my Wi-Fi router's list of domains to block. Anybody know what this data is? Thanks. Here's another one. Hi, can somebody tell me what this site is all about? Not recognizing my firewall rejected. You would have to block the domain in your firewall, however, they use dynamic prefix in front of, blah, blah, blah. Does anyone know how to stop the deploy permanently? It pops up and hogs bandwidth, and I hate it. It's a hidden server that is giving people a bunch of grief and it keeps trying to connect to the following address. It keeps trying to check. You know, it's all this stuff. There's just issues with this, right? So let's go to this Wikipedia and see what it says. Okay, now we've gone to Akamai Technologies. Network largest distributed 15 to 30% of all traffic. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Company operates a network of servers around the world and rents capacity to those service customers who want their websites to work faster, blah, blah, blah. Facebook, Bing, Twitter, healthcare.gov. I'm going to look that one up too, see if that goes through Switzerland. Anyway, secure, yeah, all this stuff, this story about this stuff, and they end up being untraceable on Tracert. Isn't that rather interesting? History, congestion, the algorithms, the inventors, all that stuff. Okay, so these guys basically are kind of like a hiding place for Switzerland. Now, let's go back to see where we go from here. Let's see, Visual Tracert. Come on. Okay, we put that in it, and basically it couldn't find it, right? Try host trace. Invalid remote address, proxy trace. Invalid remote. So basically, that's a hiding place. With Tracert, there are certain proxy servers that will not allow anybody to track and identify. But the whole 9 yards is, if you go to whitehouse.gov, you do a proxy trace, doesn't take very long, and son of a gun, if you just follow the communications, it ends up Telionet, Switzerland. Sometimes you get a trace. I got the last time I did is I got a trace to London, and there's sometimes it goes to let's see, it'll go to the Czech Republic or Luxembourg. It'll go to someplace up here. So I guess that's my Tracert experience. You can almost start figuring out things like Colorado, Denver. Denver seems to be another major hub. And whitehouse.gov is nowhere near Washington, D.C., where our White House is. I guess I'm out of here. Like Mason County News Glenn says, I'm out of here.